Hello, Hi Esoterica viewers. Today I'm going to be doing a tarot reading for the collective for the last 2 weeks of July 2025, and I'll be using the Tarot of Oppositions. So the last 2 weeks of July, I just need a few cards for the beginning of this third week of July. There we go. Going towards the middle of the week of July for the collective energies. Whole planet for all the people. They want to jump out. They are ready. They know what they want to say. Oh, there it is. Or anything for the energy for the collective for the third week of July. There it is. The last week of July. How does that week begin? Oh. Okay. These were towards the beginning. These all came face up. Oh, so we will leave them like that. Okay, and then for the ending of this last week of July, how does that end? Wow. That's a lot of cards. So let's see if I can make that fit. We're going to flip these over now. I've made everything fit as best I could. Let's see. This is the energy for that third week of July 2025 for the collective. And this is the energy for the last week of July. This would be the beginning of that last week and going into the very ending of that last week. Got a lot of cards this time. What I like about these cards is that it shows both the positive and negative sides of all of the energies that are available to all of us as the collective, and knowing where your life is and every decision that you make, you can tap into either of those energies, both the positive side and the negative side. So I will always read the descriptions given by the artists and the author, and we will interpret them after, as I know and feel that the cards, what their meanings are, and add any additional information that comes channeling through. So here we go. Starting with the third week, the Two of Cups. Oh, I love the Two of Cups. We have the positive side upright, so I'm going to read that first. A new relationship, deep connection, sincere friendship, or merger with something or someone valuable begins. In work or family, there is alliance and the strengthening of solid and sincere bonds. This card also promotes peace after a conflict, or clarifying and reconciling different positions that were far apart. In the negative energy aspect, the coming period could be characterized by misunderstandings, divisions, instability to listen, and introspection. It is not recommended to make important decisions in the sentimental field or to confront people who are not capable of dialogue. Look into the hearts of those close to you and into your own heart. You will find many answers. I like that we see love represented here in the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is often a lover's card, sharing of love and emotions with this cup of emotions and love. And that has been a theme that it keeps appearing over and over again throughout this whole year so far. There is also the negative aspect energy that will be in opposition to that. So depending on what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're going through is which side of this energy you're going to pull, more the positive or the negative. But I like that the positive is on top. Makes me feel like more of the collective is going to be ready for this kind of upcoming love. And we're all going to be on the same page with whatever that sharing, that change that is coming. If you look back at the last video with the first 2 weeks of July, it had a lot of transformation energies in it, and it ended with the Tower card, but it also came with like expansion, transformation, and the ability to rebuild something beautiful. And knowing that this is the first card in that third week of July, that the energy of love coming to rebuild is beautiful. I love that. In the Four of Swords, we have the positive side up. Your battles are not over, only suspended. Rest now, for soon you must return to the fight, probably alone against many. Whatever happens in your worldly conflicts, victory is certain over your insecurities. Conquering your fears is more important than beating others. The negative aspect says, body and mind fight each other, action and stasis chase each other, and you don't have the psychic or physical strength to react wisely. Just stop. Don't do anything rash. In particular, don't speak hastily or start relationships before you have built up the right energetic vibration. If you're coming in that third week of July with this not being open to love, to connection, to friendship, to relationships, there's a lot of your swords are your thoughts. There's a lot of thinking that you are battling. Whatever these thoughts are, these fears are that you're carrying, they're not allowing you to be at peace, to have the strength to continue on, and whatever that is. For you, we have another energy of thoughts coming in with the Five of Swords, and I like that it's a progression in the positives. So here we go. The war is over and you have won. Now you should seek peace, the emotional place and condition of serenity with other people, even if they were your enemies. Fight your inclination to confront or inflame the situation in a resulting escalation. You could suffer serious injuries. On the negative side of that, the war is not over and you still have to deal with the enemy. The most difficult opponent is yourself. Your will to win at all costs and not to consider peace as the obvious solution. Be prepared to be wounded, disappointed, or defeated by those who keep their cool and know how to dominate. Wow, it's just a continued mess, and it's all just your perspective and your thinking. So find and tune in to this positive energies. In the Nine of Swords, in the positive side, which is up, prepare for the last moment of difficulty before the final test. Focus and chase away the fears and the memory of hurts that come from your inner shadows. Your opponents are the frustrations and uncertainties about what to think, how to win, and what release will feel like. In the negative side of this energy, you feel isolated, unhappy, sick, and depressed, unable to cope. It is time to get help from those stronger than you and cure your deep-seated ills. If you don't, they may utterly overwhelm you and hinder your existence with nightmares and despair. And that seems to be an energy that is lurking in the negatives, but at least it is lower vibration than the positives. The positive is always going to be a stronger vibration, so always tap into that as best you can. Okay, ending this third week of July, we have the Nine of Wands, and the negative side is upright. Possible suffering and great fatigue are on the way. You have given too much and received too little. Now exhaustion is inevitable. Resting and a respite from struggle are necessary responses, but will not solve the problems. Sooner or later, you will have to get up and struggle on without giving into sadness and pessimism. But on the positive side, which is there, that energy is there for us, breathe and rest for a while. This will prepare you for the ultimate battle, whether it be internal or in work or relationships. You will find new direction and unexpected possibilities that surprise even those who know you well. Courage, determination, and knowledge of the world and yourself will help you win. And just know that you have the strength and the knowledge to go forward, to manifest, to create. And we have the Queen of Wands. I like that I'm seeing these progressions. So to the Queen of Wands, and the positivity side is up. You bring beauty to all aspects of life, and with it, peace and harmony. Be aware of this role and its sacredness in your friendships with men and women. You are faithful, generous, and sincere, especially with mothers who welcome your strength and wise advice. You are an inspiration. Wow, that's beautiful. The negative side of that is you may encounter angry, ungenerous, and hurt men and women from your past. But don't be influenced or fall into the same negative condition as them. Physical and emotional weakness and moral fatigue are likely. Be aware of any tendency to self-wound. To oppose this impulse, breathe love into the depths of your noble heart. Oh, I really like that. So staying on this positive path and finding your inner strength. Again, this is just a perspective. These are just thoughts and what you choose to channel, what energies you choose to call into your life by every decision you make. You have this option to choose your wisdom, choose your strength, and become this strong, beautiful manifester, creator of your life, and inspire others to also create beauty in their world. That is a good third week of July. And now we're going to go into the last week of July, and that begins with the Ten of Swords. Again, it's this progression, and it doesn't matter how much I've shuffled these cards, it still surprises me that it has appeared this way in the Ten of Swords. And the negative side is underwater right now. The word that should teach you the most is change. Renew your vitality, refresh your mind, change the places you usually go and the people you always associate with. Patience and careful reflection will help you overcome stagnation, fear, and lifeless habits. But the positive energy is also shown. After the hard battles and the sorrowful times, there are always better days, cycles of planting, of renewal, of new bonds made with unexpected people. You'll be ready to change the future for the better, to dream it different from the past. Hope, new light, and clear intentions are favored in you and in those you love. Here it is this, again, swords are your thoughts. And here you and your thoughts are so negative that you are underwater. Whereas on the positive aspects, you're above all of this old negative thinking and everything is clearing up for you. Wow. So with the collective, we're going to hope that in this last week of July, we can all channel more of, again, it's this releasing of the old, and the collective that might be struggling to hold on to it. See how hard she's gripping and pulling this manifestation. She wants it to stay the same, whereas this one is upright and she's giving her creation to everyone. She's sharing it with love. And if you can carry on that energy going into this last week of July, you'll definitely be above water, ready to let go and ready to continue on. And I see the positivity down here again. So be aware that this negative force of energy might try to influence you, but you don't have to choose that. We're going to continue with again, this is all kind of the beginning part of that last week of July and how we're going into it with the High Priestess, Major Arcana card, an overarching theme for the collective energies. The High Priestess. The holiest temple protects the wisdom of the ages, knowledge that is only granted to worthy initiates. Let those approach who understand what it means to seek the deepest truths, but keep the most sacred mysteries close to your heart. Since the negative side is on the top, we will start with that. Coldness and distance from the world and your fellow human beings are dangerous attitudes. You do not need tricks or complicated calculations, not even secrets or powerful allies. Waiting to be worthy is right, and for you, that you need to prepare properly, study, but inwardly be inwardly impeccable. This positive aspect. Some people know not only what is good for themselves, but also what is good for others. People charged with such knowledge like you must wait for the opportune moment to be truly heard. Follow your own tradition and listen to inner guidance with confidence. Celebrate the sacred to elevate the profane. The High Priestess is sitting at the doorway to all the knowledge, all the wisdom. And again, this ending, this Queen of Wands in this third week of July, she has this creativity, this passion to share with the world her knowledge, her wisdom. And staying in that positive light will allow you to be that sharer of that wisdom, of that knowledge, because you're going to be so in tune with your own inner self. But the energy of the collective might not want to share information, might not want to allow everybody to have access to all of the information, all of the knowledge. And that could keep a lot of people in this thinking negatively. And this negative energy will evolve to this direction. But know that we can always choose the positive energies and the positive aspects. And that's how we influence the change that we want to see in the world, by choosing these powerful, positive energies for our own selves. The Page of Cups. In the negative aspect, creativity is in sharp decline. You are stuck in the misuse of sexual or emotional energies, and maybe increasingly so. Small or medium-sized crisis may find you a passive witness with little ability to change what will happen. Growing emotionally rather than always blaming bad luck could help. That is a lot of creating your world and your reality on default mode. And when we become conscious creators, we can choose all of the positive aspects of the energy with every decision that we make, and we can tap into this positive side of the Page of Cups energy. Creativity, art, and novelty are favored. If you want to go along with this process, you can become a main actor or protagonist. New projects, renewals in relationships, or the birth of a child can find a place in your life. Immerse yourself without thinking too much, or the available energy could escape elsewhere. Cups, again, are your emotions, so choosing to be grateful for all the love in your life instead of being stagnant and not looking elsewhere, just only looking at yourself, and it doesn't seem to be very interesting because you're not looking out and celebrating and sharing your love and light with the world. We all have that choice to find something wonderful to share our love and celebrate and be grateful for. The Seven of Swords. With the negative energy, you are too attached to old habits and ways that hold you down and weaken you. You forged the chains that bind you, intentionally or not. And now, if you wish to be free, you must think about your daily routine and disrupt it for the better. So break free of your chains with better decisions, if that is the energy that you found yourself in. But if you are on the positive side, the time is favorable for escaping unwelcome situations and releasing those grievances that keep you from growing. You can take care of you and let the difficulties resolve a little at a time. Even in relationships, you can break away from grudges and reframe everything for the better. I like that. Swords, again, just our thoughts. They can be good thoughts. They can be old beliefs. They can be negativity and fear. Take your good ones and go. This is the time to move on. Don't get stuck in the past with these chains that you allowed yourself to just be stuck to these old ideas and old beliefs. The Queen of Cups. In the negative, you have waited to express your feelings or have hidden them, even from yourself. This is not good. The period of possible instability should prepare you to become more clear, generous, and explicit. Selfishness is useful only if someone wants to take away your energy and time. In other situations, it is good to share, smile, and love. In the positive side of the Queen of Cups energy, express yourself with kindness and compassion, and everything will turn out well, exactly as you deserve. Only people full of shadows believe that the world does not reward the good. You know the truth. Goodness is all around. Chase away sadness, separation, and doubts. Welcome the light. Raise the cup of virtue in every sphere. Wow, so this was a kind of an energy that was repeated, but we do have a progression. So back here was being a little selfish energy, not sharing your love, and continuing on. If you continue to hold on to these old beliefs and these fears and being afraid and keeping yourself and your knowledge and your ideas to expand you. But the energy of all of this possibility is here with the releasing, using this energy, this time of this last week of July to just help you release and keep releasing anything else that comes up that's not helpful and does not serve you any longer, and just letting it all go. And tapping in and receiving the knowledge and wisdom with the High Priestess, and celebrating and taking the new wonderful ideas and expanding on them and letting go, being free to just let anything again that does not serve you. Because we always have these beliefs that keep coming up that like, oh, that's going to create some kind of block and keep me trapped in an old way, in an old version. But you don't need to do that. You can continue to evolve and continue to keep sharing your love, keep sharing your light, share your heart. That is the positive side of this Queen of Cups energy. This is all coming in still in that last week of July. And this is how we're going to finish the month. And I'm going to shift these cards to be on top as we go. This is the Nine of Cups. In the negative aspect, the Nine of Cups is the achievement of what you hope for is only partial. You will get more and better by leaving vanity, attachment to matter, and excessive expectations to those less noble than you. Perhaps you wanted too much and cared superficially about human relationships to the detriment of your goal. That's selfishness, and holding on to your own beliefs for too long will just keep you here. And this is a step back, because now we've gone from the Page to the Queen, and then now we've gone back to the Nine of Cups. But on the positive side, positive energies that we can tap into, it is health, love, and work will have an expected and deserved peak of completeness. Wealth from every point of view is coming and requires that you know how to recognize it with maturity and serene acceptance. Many people do not know how to receive and therefore hardly know how to give. You have achieved so much, so share with enthusiasm. And that is the theme of this positive energies that are flowing. So let's keep it going. The next card is the Ten of Cups. In the negativity, it is a crisis awaits you in the area of moral values or family harmony. Talk sincerely with those who are important to your life, and you will lessen the impact of what might happen. Avoid divisions, misunderstandings, and quarrels by limiting your willingness to provoke them. In the positive aspects, we have family and emotional relationships are continually improving and will bring you satisfaction that even you weren't expecting. You'll drink from the chalice of pleasure and quench your thirst of those you love. Enjoy this surge of generosity and happiness. Serenity, peace, and harmony are on the way. Oh, I love that. Okay, and then the Six of Cups. The immediate future looks bright. Projects, especially emotional ones, can be considered now, felt in the heart with intuition and confidence. Let those who love you accompany you on new adventures. Travels and ventures begun under these auspicious may prove fundamental to your life. The negative side says your emotionality and vulnerabilities may prevent you from feeling your worth and making balanced right choices. To regain your sense of self, your lost clarity, accept the moment of instability. Understand that it is better to wait and figure out who you really are rather than hastily making mistakes. So I like that more positivity is coming up. Travel and adventure, and it's summer, so hopefully everybody's having a really nice time outdoors in the sunshine and sharing that with people that you love. In this very last card for the energies of July, it is the Nine of Pentacles, and because the negative side is up, we will read that first. Though an unexpected gain or undeserved gift won't make you rich, it may delude you into believing that everything will be yours without having earned it. Enjoy the moment, but don't expect this kind of thing to sustain or support you. Work is still required. But in the positive side, which let's all tap into that, stability and the end of the struggle are your rewards after so much effort. Affluence and pleasure are the treasure that you and those you love have earned. Learn how to maintain this paradise for the good of the family. New adventures are ready for you. Comfort, security, and the enjoyment of what you have always wanted. Ooh, I really like that. The pentacles being a lot of representation of our stability, and that can be finances. It is the earth supporting you. It is resources. The pentacles are your resources, and feeling that stability energy, tapping into that and knowing that you are fully supported. You really are. We all are. We're fully supported by our wonderful source if we allow it. We have to allow it. So keep doing that. Let's pull an oracle card from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins. For this last 2 weeks of July, what is the energy of the collective? What advice do you have? Ooh, oh, okay. We're going to take the one that popped up upright, which is right here. Stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Ooh, that's nice. Let's see what else that says. This is it. Your time has come. You're about to collect your rewards, and your prayers will be answered. However, a bit more patience and guided action on your part is required. The extra weight and effort are definitely worth it. You're just about there, and this card asks you to keep your faith about miracles and heavenly magic. Use your imagination to visualize that your dreams have already come true. Your heart will swell with gratitude and joy, and these emotions will speed up your desired manifestations. Before long, you'll be enjoying the tangible results. Oh, I love that. Of course. There is a lot of positive energies around to carry us right to these beautiful manifestations and our dreams. And just tapping into the right energies that are going to be surrounding all of us, the entire collective, will get you to your desired reality, your dreams, your wishes fulfilled. So that is really beautiful. There's all of this love and ideas and creation that we all are tapping into that will definitely lead us to this beautiful outcome with the Nine of Pentacles, receiving and really having everything that we ever wish for manifested into our realities. And the way that we all get there is by choosing and deciding with love, with our hearts, and sharing of our wealth of wisdom and knowledge, sharing of everything that we can with those who ask, those who want to know, how did you get to where you are? Be open and willing to share your knowledge or wisdom, because everybody has life experiences that, can help other people. And by closing yourself off and diving into fear, you're going to be stagnant. You'll be stuck in this rut of energy, and that's not going to fulfill you. That's not going to make you happy. This is the potential energy for the entire collective. So you'll recognize when other people could be in these negative stages. But when you tap into the beautiful positivity of all of these energies, you will inspire them to also tap into that positive energy that is available for all of us to share love, to invite new love, new ideas, expansion, creation, and celebrating and enjoying the adventure of everything that can flow right to us. And then we can realize and see that this is really the journey, is the journey of all of this. They're gifts all along the way in this journey. And when you get to this point, when the wish is fulfilled, it's not going to be over, because you want to keep creating, keep manifesting, and find new things to dream about. That is the journey of life. And there is so much energy for summer. This feels so fast. It feels like everything is just going to happen really quick. So don't get caught up. Watch your energies. Don't get caught up in the negatives of what is lurking in the shadows, because we can all rise up and be the positive versions of all of this. So thank you so much for watching, for liking, for subscribing, for sharing. I really appreciate it. And I wish all of you an amazing, beautiful July. This is it for this video. Please look back at the last one so that you can see how your own life might be progressing through July and remind yourself of what energies are out there. I wish you the very best. And until the next video, bye for now.